Hello, Joseph Thompson here, and today we are going to be building a watermark using Snappa. So the question you may have now is, what is exactly a watermark? Well, a watermark exists when you create something. So say you have a new card or a new scrapbook page or a new crafting project that you want to share with the world. And so what you can do is you can take your watermark and you can place it on each and every one of them in a way that does two things. A watermark is like a signature. Imagine if billboards didn't have the brand name on them. It wouldn't be a very good billboard. The photos that you put up and you share with the world are like little billboards for your business. Having a watermark tells them who made it and where they came from. Another thing is more of a legal side, right? So you want to protect your images from people that could use them, or if you have to offer any kind of attribution to the individual photo to a given company. You can do all of that within your watermark. So let's get started. To build this image right here, we're going to use a software program called Snappa. And I like to use Snappa for several reasons. First of all, they allow you to download transparent background images, which is really important when you're trying to develop a watermark, because you want that background to be transparent so that you can see through your watermark. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this out. So let's do it together. First, we're going to go to create a graphic. For this one, we are going to do a 400 by 300. That's a pretty good size for a watermark. And what we're going to do is we're going to implement a few items. So the first thing that we want to implement is our name, right? So we want to have something that people know is you. So I'm going to knock this down to 30. I'm going to put my name in there, Joseph Thompson. What I'm going to do now is put it up there. I'm going to use this handy duplicate layer so that I can just get the same thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my website there now. So I'm going to put build your Stampin site.com. See how it's kind of too big for there, so we'll knock it down a little bit, maybe a 25, maybe just a 20. And then what we want to do in a for Stampin' Up specifically is when you put a watermark into your thing, what you want to do is you want to put in this right here. What we're going to do is we're going to put in an attribution. And so what we do is it's a copyright. So we're going to say images and then copyright. So how we do a copyright symbol is going to be the Alt key on a Mac and then hit G. So we get that and we type in Stampin. Make sure you have the apostrophe and the up with the exclamation point. And what you're doing here is you are now kind of giving credit to Stampin' Up for this kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so this is going to be the basics for our watermark. So what we want to do is maybe make this a little bit bigger. We'll make it 40, right? We want that to be almost as big as the box. And then what we want to do is maybe website here, you want your email, right? So, right, it kind of has your website in there as well. So let's put in our email. Let's throw that in there. Okay, so now how did I get the star behind there and still make it see-through for a watermark? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into graphics and we're going to type in star, because Snappa has all kinds of handy graphic tools that we can use. We're going to use this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it where we want it, give it a little turn, make it a little bigger, I think. And then what we'll do is we'll send it. Let's color it this red right here. And we'll send it all the way to the back, right? But if you were to put this on a picture, you wouldn't be able to see through the star. And so what we want to do is we want to go to the star. and we want to decrease its opacity. And what that allows us to do is see through the star. So when we create a transparent watermark, we are then able to see through it and see the image behind it. And so download it. So we will download it with a transparent background right here. That's very important for a watermark. And I will download it here. So now what we can do is I will then show you exactly how to go in. We're going to create a new graphic. We're going to say we want to create an Instagram post with our new watermark. We're going to create it from scratch. We're going to go and find a view. We wanted this picture, right? We took this picture. We really like this picture. And then we want our watermark to show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that into the uploads. It's going to upload for us, and it's a little bit different than our other ones, and I'm going to click on it. What it's going to do is it's going to drop it in here, and I can put this guy anywhere inside the picture. If I wanted to squeeze it in the handle, I can do that, right? So we can put it right there, and now everybody knows Joseph Thompson took this picture. So that's kind of where we're at with the watermark. So I've got a couple more tips to leave y'all with when it comes to the watermark, right? So what happens if you wanted to put the watermark on something that was darker? Well, how do you do that? Well, I would recommend that you have one dark watermark and you have one light watermark, because you just never know where you're going to have to put it. So what we're going to do is we are going to make the colors lighter. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the writing. You're going to make it white. You're going to go to the writing. Make it white. Make it white. So what you have now is you have a lighter watermark. So now what we're going to do is we're going to download it with the transparent background, and we're going to download it. So if we wanted to put it in an example, let me save this real quick. I wanted to create a new graphic, another Instagram post. Let's say the Instagram post is a little bit darker. That's a pretty good one. So we can't really find any light pieces. This is kind of part of the picture. We don't really want to put our watermark on it. This kind of dead space down here. So what we can do is we can use our light watermark and we can put it right there in the corner. So what we'll do is the same as the other one. We will go to uploads, drag our new watermark into the uploads. It'll upload, and what we have is a light watermark that you can still see through. See, the picture itself is transparent, the background is. But what you're going to be able to get is something interesting. Is you have a light colored watermark. So I would recommend that you create for yourself a dark watermark and a light watermark. So there are times where light watermarks work better than dark watermarks, and so I would recommend you having both so that you can be prepared for either. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and if y'all want to try out Snappa, the cloud photo editing software that I use to create the watermark so you can create your very own, what I would do is I would go to buildyourstampinSite.com/Snappa, SNAPPA, and what you'll get there is you will be able to sign up for an account. In the you'll have an option between the free and the paid versions of Snappa. The free version of Snappa limits you to only 5 downloads a month, but you should be able to create your own watermark from there. And if you like the program and you like how it works, then feel free to upgrade. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.